supposed to rain here in a little while, and I need to get my car back in the garage, but the last time I was going to take my car out of the garage, I decided that I should clean the garage, and that never happened. So this time around, I'm going to clean the garage up a little bit, so it'll be easier to get my car in and out of here in the future, and so I have a little bit more room to walk around in here. Now I got a bunch of tractor projects and stuff obviously shoved in here. What I really need to do is move my tractors further that way, or put them back on the other side of the garage. I'm at least going to move this one, maybe even just outside, and I'll put it back on the other side of the garage later, just to give me some more room to get the car in and out of here. I have a bucket from one of my front end loaders that's sitting there covered in all kinds of crap. I need to clean all that stuff off, pick up some stuff, move some shovels. I moved my engine hoist to the front. I gotta move some other stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and get on that quickly so I can get this done. So some of you may remember, probably most of you not, when I was working on the brakes on my car, no matter what I did to try to bleed the master cylinder, I couldn't get the brakes to work. Well, there was a piece missing in the master cylinder that basically goes between the rod that pushes it in and the actual plunger, and I think cleaning up around here, I just found it. This is about, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch long, has a divot in one end, flat on the other end. I think this is the piece I was missing. So maybe if I'd cleaned my garage up, I don't know, like a year and a half ago, I might have found this thing. Back to work. Well, since it's been a year since the last time I drove this thing, and I didn't put a lot of fuel in it last time, it's gonna need a little bit of fuel. I think the only fuel I have is 87 or 89. I don't even remember what I bought, but I'm gonna put at least a couple of gallons of fuel in this thing. That way it gives me a good chance of getting it started and driving it in the garage. Love these gas cans. And that EPA stuff where you can't actually pour gas out of the can. I mean, this thing will drain a fuel tank dry in just a couple of seconds. Well, maybe a minute, but... That's the end of that one. Let's go to the next can. This one's definitely heavier. Key is to get the nozzle in the tank before you tip it and open this little vent. Otherwise, it just goes everywhere. I'll just put a couple of gallons in, see how she goes. I know it won't need that much fuel, but since it's going to be running, I might as well put enough in to drive it around a few times. Ah, that's what you're trying not to do. Spill gas everywhere. Where did I put the cap for that? Ah. Probably want to go get a rag so I don't have that big mess there. In case you're wondering, old t-shirts make great rags. I don't think anybody was wondering that. Now, I also haven't checked to see if the fuel gauge works since I connected it. All the wires are nice and tight on the fuel gauge, and the sender's the correct one for the gauge I have. I forget what range it is now, but it doesn't matter. Since I don't have the battery wires hooked up back here, I gotta put the battery through the fender well on the front of the car. I just got my battery cables hanging down here in the front. So we're gonna do this old school. Set the battery on the ground, get it running, and then take it off. So I didn't want to get one of those die easy batteries. I got a die hard battery. I think there might have been some kind of a movie written about that. I think it was like, I don't know, Justin Timberlake or somebody in Die Hard. I don't remember. Oh, I got a tick on me. I hate ticks. I really, really, really hate ticks. Let's see here. I don't have a lot of cableage here, but it should be enough. I hope I don't get another tick on me. Every time I get one on me, I think they're on me for like 2-3 hours when I always get them off right away, but well, nothing sparked when I hooked the battery up, so let's see if she'll run. It's been a while. It has been a while. Just about a year. I think the last video I posted on this guy running was last year. Let's see what we can do. It is a toasty one. Get out of there. See if I remember how to start this thing. See, choke. Ignition on. That's my fans. Don't know if there's any gas in it, but we'll find out. Probably all the gas in the carburetor. Got the choke partly on. runs really good, still rich, and has a little bit of a bog. And I also backed into my engine hoist, so also it seems like it's overheating. Nice, grand. Definitely still running rich. Thermostat did open. This fan can run either as a pusher or a puller, but I believe you're supposed to flip the blade around, and I'm not sure which way it came out of the box from the factory, so I'm gonna have to check that because it doesn't seem like it pushes a whole lot of air, but we'll find out. But runs, it drives. I drove it all the way around my yard, backed it in here. Very happy about that. So check you out next time.